Hello everybody, it's Paul and Jared here from New Forest Morphs. We're having a bit of fun today. It's Friday. We've got this giggly feeling going on here. Just want to say thank you everyone for the love that you've given us and the wonderful support we've had over the last few days and all the lovely new subscribers. We've got 55 new subscribers, Jared, in less than a week. That's like 13% growth on our channel in 1 week. And we'll go through and give you all a shout out, but for now we want you to join us on a game. I wish we had the video running, Jared. Why do you think so, Jared?
Because you got 3 in a row.
I've just got 3 out of 7 in a row into our game. The idea is we're going in for Deli cups, and we've got to throw them into there. How many have you got, Jared?
3.
1. Close. Now we're filming. You're probably not going to see anything. Jerry, no! Can I help you back in? Oh! 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 Come pick up, Jack. This is fun. So we got this idea from Mutation Creation. Yeah, they spent a whole hour and they fast edited it. But we're so good we don't need a whole hour to get them in, do we, Jack? Oh, I think I'm winning this hands down, guys.
I've only got 1 in.
Okay, let's see if we can get a few more in. You can see I'm being too casual with it, not focused. But when I'm focused, now this is a good teaching principle, Jared, isn't it? About hitting your targets. Now, trick shot. This is one for King Austin on Mutation Creation. Okay, this is a trick shot. Okay, because I'm a footballer and I support Spurs. I'm gonna knee. Oh, I've got a bit of a hip issue, but I'm gonna try and knee it into there. Okay, this is called the knee in. Oof. Right, and then we do what they call the back flip, Jack. The back flip. You ready? What? Did that go in? Yeah. I kid you not. That was just the first attempt, Joe. That was amazing.
That's impressive.
See if I can do it again. Are you ready?
Ready. Oh! That one was legit.
What do you mean legit?
The first one I put in.
You did. Did that go in the second time?
The second time actually went in.
Oh my goodness me. Touch me, Jared, touch me.
Do we end the video there?
No, don't end the video there. This is fun actually, because I think what I like about the Mutation crew is they have fun. We've got to have a lot more fun in here, Jared.
I can't believe that one went in.
But anyway, there you go. I want to send that. They asked me to send Mutation Creation asked to send in trick shots to them. I'm going to
send that one in.
Edit and show it in. Okay. Anyway, let's just discuss what this is all about, Jared. Why did we bring out the Deli cups?
I think we tried something new with the water.
Yeah, we think. Sorry. We're getting a bit fed up with cleaning the water bowls to us, right? We've got 120 animals, a lot of cleaning bowls. Do you know the most important husbandry in life and in the snakes, do you think? What do you think is the most important husbandry you've got to get right?
Heat. Heat?
But there's no water, heat can mean nothing.
Yeah, they need food and drink as well, but
water's even more important than food. What you see here is the #1 priority for keeping your snakes healthy. Clean, pure water on a regular basis in a clean vessel. Now, a lot of RI issues, I believe, Jared, come from bad hygiene because bacteria builds in water. Remember, heat and water together creates bacteria. They're drinking that bacteria. If you can't be bothered to change the water, you're causing an RI problem for yourself if you're not careful. So one of the reasons why the top breeders do it Jared, why do the top breeders use deli cups?
It's quicker to maintain and keep them clean.
Yeah.
They also have, a lot of them use like vision racks, which have tubs that have built-in water bowls. And if you just fill that water bowl straight up, it's almost impossible to clean properly.
Yeah.
So they put in a deli cup.
Yeah.
And then they just take the deli cup out and put a new one in.
And where'd you get these from, Jared? You only just got them this
I
week.
just ordered these from, I think it was just a catering company.
So it's a catering company. How much did you pay for those?
£11 pounds.
10 or 11 quid. And how much did you get for those?
I think it was 100.
So if you work out 10 quid for 100 is 10p. That's 10p a cup. That costs you 10p.
Yeah.
And that could save the animal's life if you. And you don't have to dispose of them, because obviously plastic, you want to recycle plastic.
Stick them in a dishwasher.
People put them in the dishwasher, but be careful with the chemicals you use on that. You don't want to be putting chemicals on this, Jad. But you can recycle these. And also, when we go fishing, Jad, if Mandy makes us like a pasta or anything.
Or maggots.
Or maggots, yeah. Anyway, let's show them how it's done. We won't throw these in. We did borrow this from an animal, Jad, so we need to replace that. Yeah. Let's put it back. Let's show you what we're doing, guys. Come and have a look at this. 10p, top tip for the day. You get the best of both worlds. You haven't got to clean your bowls as often.
You get the watering can.
Yeah. So we'll put that in there. Do you want to fill that up, Chad?
Yeah. So we are going to get some, I think pipe is the best thing to use if you haven't got vision racks.
Yeah.
Get a bit of pipe that fits in snug.
What, plumbing pipe?
Yeah, because right now there's a little bit of a lip, so they might be able to knock it off.
To be honest with you, Dad, I think that's pretty cool. Shall I tell you why I'd rather stay with this than the pipe?
Okay.
Because the snake can wrap around it in bowl wrap still. It can move it up and down, unlike the vision racks. You know, they're stationary. Yeah. So you get the best of both worlds. You don't get, there's less likelihood of that tipping over, really. But what I like about it is the snake can move it to where it wants to move it. And we don't have to spend hours cleaning the enamel, because we can either... Ceramic, yeah. But we'll let you know how it goes. This is the first time we've tried this. And you know, we spoke about improving quality every day of your life in what you're doing. This is our process, as we're bringing our standards up higher and higher every day, Jared. We're not sitting on our laurels thinking, oh, we've got it sorted. We're thinking, what can we do to improve the welfare of the snakes? And you should do the same with your life. You know, how can you improve your family's welfare? It's not just about the snakes. You can do the same process. Small adjustments each day make a huge impact. I remember speaking to a captain of an airliner who said to me, he said, if he uses his compass when he's flying from one place to the other and he's out by an nth of a degree on his compass, and let's say he's travelling from the UK to somewhere like Brazil, if he doesn't get his reading perfect, he can be 500 miles away from his destination on a transatlantic flight. So a very small degree of error to start with leads to a massive problem in the future. And that's true of everything in life. You know, we talked about relationships.
Yeah.
The quarrels start the divorce proceedings. It's the same with snakes, keeping snakes. If we make small errors for a long period of time, eventually they're going to come back and haunt us with bigger issues, Jared. So putting on the gloves when we're handling, putting on all these little things that seem insignificant, putting in deli cups rather than these. For 10p, that could last months for 10p if you clean them correctly. And I just think it's a great idea, so let's do that. But we've got some good news. Good news. Jared, what's the good news with the dreamsicle boy?
Oh, we started breeding them.
Yeah, should we have a little peek? Jad, I still haven't popped a snake. I've been really bad. I promised my viewers I'd keep on trying until I get it, and I've given up already. It's really bad. I've got to do this. Jad and I had a really good heart-to-heart this morning, and I said, in both our businesses, Jad's got to stand alone eventually in the accountancy practice if I'm unable to help him. And he's got to make me strong enough that I can stand alone if he can't help me for any reason. That's an important part of safety in business, is that always have someone else that can pick up the reins on a small business if you go ill or you're not around, or you have to have, by the way, I've made the commitment to have a hip operation. Mandy's going to give the doctor a call today, and I'm going to put myself down on a waiting list. Good. Just to let Jared know, because he's the one that's been
pestering you to get it done.
He puts my socks on for me, he does all these things for me, and he gets fed up with it. And have you noticed my nails are looking good, by the way? Mandy cut my nails this morning, and she farved them, and I'm going to get my nails back to where they should be, because Thing is, with a hip problem, you can't go down and maintain your nail and your feet health because you can't get down to it. So your feet go. The knock-on implications, small things lead to big problems. Fix it early, a stitch in time. Yeah. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to show you what's going on here. I don't think they've locked, Jared. Who did you put them to? So we've got a het pied we've imported. We weighed her. Guess how much she weighs, Jared?
Well, I know how much she weighs. 1,700.
We weighed her yesterday. That surprised us. We thought she was about 1,200. Again, you know, we're doing our breeding pairs. I always said to Jared at the end of his, that is pure sperm in there. You popped him and there was a little bit of sperm.
There's a lot of wee as well.
I promise you, the hormones in here. If you had smelly TV, you'd be. Even though we can't see a lock, I look at that and think, why, goodness me, there's some compatibility. Look, they're both snugged in. They're both cool. They're both happy. They're chilled. And we probably missed it. They may have locked, Jared.
Oh, anyway, it's a pastel het pied, if you want to say that.
Yeah, we are making, what are we making here, Jared?
So we want to make pastel pies, 100% het, lavender, albino.
Yeah, and if we get any spares, I'm going to promise one for Dutchie, because Jane, she wants one. She said she wanted one in a couple of years, but I'm going to do her such a good deal. If we get a spare one that we're going to put out, she's going to be one of the first to have one of those.
Yeah.
With a 25% discount for being such a great, guest on our show, and thank you everyone for. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for the whole of the chat, but there was quite a few people that jumped on that, and we got quite a few views from that. But the one that really got me actually was the one about building a hobby business, Jared. 610 views in less than a day. We've only got 450 subscribers, and I'm thinking, anyone with a YouTube channel out there that gets 1.25% more views than their subscriber base would be very happy. So I'm very happy, Jared. I know we're small, but that tells me that there's lots of people following us that haven't quite made that commitment to follow us. And we want to invite you in. Please join us. And last night I did a special young single adult activity, and apparently they had their very best turnout on their activity on this. I remotely showed them the snakes, and at the end I was a bit cheeky. I said to them, I said, if you really want to learn a lot about snakes and have fun, jump on my channel. When I went to bed last night about 11:30, I look at my channel and I'm thinking, Jared, we just had another 10 subscribers jump on in one evening. I need to do more charity dues. But the more you give, the more people feel they want to give back. So the key to growing your YouTube channel is give lots of love and regular good content, which hopefully we're doing. So we will be doing a part 2 later, and it's a special message of love to Angel, who's just had another bereavement. He's just lost his auntie, and we send our condolences to you, Angel. And we're going to give you a message of love on part 2, where I'm going to share some really a healing message for Angel and anyone else that's going through bereavement. I'm going to give you, as part of our care series, is caring for the carers, which is the ball python people. So if you don't want to watch that in part 2, please don't watch it. If you're intrigued to know how I'm going to help with healing someone that is, in Angel's word, feels broken and crushed at the moment, and to ask you, I'd like to put him right at the front of our filming, because his needs are so important to me as one of our faithful friends, that I actually want to use this channel to send some love to Angel and to lift him, because he must be absolutely crushed, losing 5 people in less than a year. And also my heart goes out to everyone in Texas at the moment, because Jared, you've been following it, they've had severe winter weather to the point where
they've lost all power.
They've lost power. Now anyone that's in Texas that hasn't got a generator is losing snakes right now, and our heart goes out to anyone out there. And we've got to send them some love and support here, and I'm going to start with our channel here and send you guys some love and support, because you're in our prayers. I hope that you can save your animals, those that are still struggling to save their animals. I hope that you can replace those animals if you've lost them. And maybe that message in part 2 will help you guys in a different way, because you're broken in a different way.
I hope that you guys are right as well. I know the snakes are a massive part of it. But
yeah. Well, the thing is, they've got water floods everywhere, because all the water, all the freeze is melting, and therefore got the water problems. They've got lack of food, lack of getting food into these places, so people are struggling with their food. So not just the snakes, it's the people as well, as equally as and more important in many ways. So yes, Jared, we will give a message of love, particularly to Angel in part 2, but also to anyone else that's struggling out there. But back to the snakes though, Jared, anything else that's been going on of any interest to how are the eggs doing?
The eggs are doing really well. I checked them this morning. They're looking healthy.
Good.
So hopefully they're going to make it.
Good. We're going to, for Queenie, we've got the idea of putting in a massive hide for her to help her get confident, because I think she's still adjusting to the cold shock that she had when she came from Europe. She's still adjusting to it. Anything else going on in the snakes, Jared, that we need to just...
This boy just shed and looks amazing.
So, shall we put him in with a female then, Jared? We should. Who was he supposed to go to? This is Apollo. He's one of my favourite boys. And I'll bring him out.
Yeah, get him out.
Look, he wants a female, Jared. Look, he's coming out and he's by himself. Shall I take the camera while you do the...
Yeah, get a film of him.
Yeah. So this is our Super Pastel Orange Dream Banana, and his name is Apollo. And he just shed out. We've been waiting for about a week for him to shed out. We're desperate to get him back into the breeding program, but we've been very respectful of not putting him in while he's in shed. And just look how beautiful he is. If I come from this back end, you'll see how gorgeous he is, and he's going to choose his own female, it looks like to me. Look, he's sniffing out the girls. But if I zoom in on his patterns... Calico. Yeah, okay. Let's put him to the Calico. What we're trying to produce here with the Calico girl, she is an exceptionally high-end quality what's the gene called?
FNF.
It's an FNF line, which is one of the best Calico lines you can get into.
So that's a single gene Calico, that, which a lot of Calicos only have a tiny bit of white in them, but she is very high white, beautiful girl.
Yeah. Someone asked what Pringle was, because they were so impressed with her, and I forgot to mention her genes. Now look at Banana's reaction. Now we've checked both snakes that they're clean before you pair. Always do that. Make sure you check their vents, check their body. Now a banana has spots, so what you see on here is not mites. Bananas have freckles, don't they, Jared?
Yeah, he's got less because he's super pastel.
Yeah, but look at his belly, Jared. Look how white that belly is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an amazing snake, and he weighs nearly 1,200 grams now. Do you know he's eating through the breeding program? He's that happy. Not only is he making love to everything, he's eating well. He's a bit like me, really. Well, no, that's not quite right. I'm
eating everything.
I'm eating well. Yeah, sorry, I'm eating everything. Yeah. I'm making love in different ways, Jad. Yeah. Not in the sexual way. I'm sharing love. That's what I'm saying is I'm sharing love. I better correct that in case Maddie thinks I'm having multiple affairs.
This boy.
No, look. This is good. Let's study his behaviour. Okay, he's been gagging to make love for about the last week. Now we've given him one of his favourite girls. Let's see what he does. It's interesting to see behaviour, Jad.
And what would be nice if we could get Orange Dream Pastel Banana.
Shall I go and get my head camera and stick it in it?
Nah, I reckon let them get on with it.
I bet you our viewers would love to see it, to see the colours and how they do it. I could, but I've got some fishing planned this afternoon, so I'm going to take my cameras and hope I'm catching a salmon. But it's quite nice to just see what he does. And look, he's so relaxed, even with us looking on, he's still going to cuddle her. Look, he's checking her out, and she's going to hopefully be receptive, and she needs another good lock, doesn't she, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love to see compatibility, Joe. It's lovely. Look at his tail going up, Joe. Look, that's a sign. When a boy's tail goes up, that's a sign, isn't it? We've seen that so many times. Right, should we leave them in peace, Joe?
Yeah, some tags.
Yeah, we'll let them get on with the business. But that, to me, is a fantastic sign, and she's allowing him on. So they both are very, very compatible, and he'll
do the job.
Yeah,
he always does.
I just hope that his sperm is, because it's the first time breeder, Jared. I just hope his sperm is strong enough to do it, because we're committing 3 girls to him.
I think we checked him though. He was producing sperm, so.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can produce sperm. It doesn't necessarily mean it's completely fertile, Jared. That's
true.
But what I'm saying is, this is a very important point here about how you safeguard your females. And top breeders, Jared, in the final stages of the breeding season, they have a reliable backup male. So you know you've got Rango, who's a banana.
Yeah.
Just show him a second, because he could be the backup to this banana, even though he's only got 1 gene in him. Look how beautiful he is. He's a lovely animal, Jared, a beautiful specimen. Should I video? Because I should wash my hands with it, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'll wash my hands. Why would he be a good backup, Jared?
Because he'll breed to anything, make sure there's definitely sperm in there. He's 3 years old, so...
Has he bred before?
He's never bred before, but he wants to.
Maybe just
in fact, I have put him in. I put him in once with the cinnamon girl.
Didn't happen or not?
Well, they locked, but it was last year.
So he's capable of locking. So he's going to be our backup for the banana boy. Now this one's nearly 1,500 to 1,600 grams, maybe more.
Oh, he's over that, yeah.
Nearly 2,000.
I think he's 17, 18.
So he could probably look after 5 girls comfortably at this size.
Yeah, and he's old enough and mature enough that And beautiful enough.
So if we want banana pins without the orange dream and the super pastel in there.
Oh yeah, we bred him to your pinstripe last year. And he bred every time. Remember?
Yeah, but she never went.
She never went. I don't think we bred him enough.
Yeah, but if we want banana calicos, what I'm saying to you is, if we want to put the banana into the genes without the orange stream and pastel, he'd be a reliable backup male.
Yeah.
So you've got to have a backup, guys. Even if everything's locking, you could get disappointed because if the locking, if the sexual maturity isn't there but they're still locking, you're wondering what's going on. Then you put in a reliable male like Rango, and then at least then, as your safety net, hopefully she'll release the sperm from the banana pastel orange dream. But if he is infertile for any reason, because of his sexuality hasn't matured, this big boy here will come to our rescue. Is that a good idea, Jad? So we need to keep an eye on that. Let's slip him back. He is lovely, Jad. And also, to answer you, it's not just the colours that you're putting into an animal, you're putting in temperament here, because both the banana boys have got beautiful temperaments. They wouldn't hurt a flea. And when we have new people coming into our facility, these are the first snakes they'll be handling, Jared.
Yeah, I've let my son hold him. My son's not even one yet.
Yeah, Eli's not even one yet, and he's held Rango, has he?
He's had him
with your
on
help.
him, yeah.
With your
yeah,
help.
I don't leave him alone because even though the snakes are harmless, they still can constrict.
So we better give a report on the pairings because we missed the pairings yesterday.
There's nothing paired right now. I mean, nothing locked.
Something has paired in our absence though.
They did pair. And they're unlocked now, so we can remove those.
Shall I wash my hands and remove those?
Yeah.
So let's just go through what we paired and what we didn't pair and what happened.
Got to remember where he lives.
So he gave her the final, what we think is possibly the final lock.
We've got to clean him out.
Yeah.
He looks like he's getting ready for a shed as well.
So we've got him in just in the nick of time there. How's she looking, Jack? Let's just have a look at her for a second because she's big. I look at that, I think eggs. I can just see eggs in her body, can you?
Hopefully. She is definitely a lot chunkier. I reckon she will go for us this
I hope
year.
she does. So hopefully we'll get some nice bells out of them. What was the other one that locked? There was another one that locked. Did these two lock in here?
No, but I think he's going into a shed. See how he's looking a bit pink?
Right.
So I think he might be getting ready for a
It's
shed.
only Friday and we leave until potentially up to Sunday. Her water's low, Jab. We should top up her water.
Yeah.
Because when you've got two animals drinking, Jad, you need to be on that because they can easily dry out if you're not careful.
Yeah, I still want to spill.
Yeah. We'll leave them for a bit longer, but he looks like he's going into shed. She's early stages anyway, so this isn't a critical lock for us because she's got another 3 months of locking to do. So don't worry, don't freak out if they're not on it. Did the clowns lock?
Didn't see a lock.
They've kind of separated now. I wonder if he's done his business.
It's pretty smelly in there.
Shall we separate these? The clown's got a job to do, hasn't he? We were going to put him somewhere else, Jad. Where were we going to put the clown on our plans yesterday? So I think we'll move him on. Shall I take the camera?
Oh, it was going to go here with the banana.
Right. Okay. Look, he's not happy being moved, Jad. Can you hear him hissing?
Yeah.
Sorry, fella. I'm sorry to move you about. He's not going into shed, is he, Jad?
I don't think so.
Just look at the back of him because he's like getting quite dark.
Might be.
Clowns are sometimes difficult to see when they go into shed. So we'll put him with this beautiful girl. See whether he's up for it. He's been a busy boy this week, Jazz, so there we go, look. We can study behaviour again. Now look, the girl's coming to the front.
It's a bit wet in there. She spilt her water, but it'll be
The
right.
thing is, I think when they're breeding, they like a bit of water anyway. I wouldn't be too worried about that. Let's let them just have a bit of peace and quiet anyway. So we're going to have to then update our records, Jan, as we do the switch.
Yeah, I'll update after.
Okay, so they're in there. And what was the other one that we were looking at?
Phantom and Mojave Ultraman.
Now they locked, didn't they lock?
I didn't see a visual. They were tail to tail, but I didn't see it confirmed.
No, look at that. Look at the female in the corner. That's typical female. I reckon we should leave them together. Look,
yeah, their tails are right next to each
I don't think we should separate here. The reason why, just show them the female. This is what we see very often when they're breeding. The female goes into the corner with the head up. It's almost like a sign of. I'm reading this, Jad. I might be completely wrong, but I see when a woman goes into the corner with her head in the corner, and they do with the snake. A snake, not a woman, a snake. It's almost as though it's their way of saying, come to me, darling. It's almost as though it's like a respect, it's like they're respecting the male and saying, look, I'm available, come and do what you have to do. I don't want to see what's going on. It's almost as though they do that as part of their courtship. I'll be fascinated to know if anyone else has studied behaviour like this, because I've seen it now 3 or 4 times where the girl that is ready to lock goes into the corner, puts her head up on the corner for days, sometimes. Amazing. Anyway, that's it. So there's your breeding. How are we doing for time, Jared?
No, 4 minutes.
4 minutes. So we're going to wrap up now. What I should do? Was there anything else on the snake front? Because this is mainly a snake video and fun video. Was there anything else that you wanted? Oh, there was some good news on NASA yesterday.
NASA?
Did you hear about the NASA news?
No.
Because I haven't had a chance to look at it. I was so busy with the charity do, I've not even seen the footage. But NASA had a long-term mission to land something on. Should we have a little look and see if I can find out what they did? We haven't seen it yet.
Related to snakes?
No, it's just a bit of relevant news, really.
Oh.
What I'm saying to you is there's people out there that love what NASA does.
Okay.
I think we'll end on that news, and then we'll go on to the next video. NASA's landing on Mars, I think it was. Was it NASA? Was it that?
I have no idea. Mars landing, NASA
Here it
Perseverance
is.
rover.
Here we go. So here's the video. Look, Mars landing on NASA's Perseverance rover in great shape, it said. So should we have a quick look at the... I want a short video really, but let's have a quick look at it. I haven't seen it. I don't know if we've got a short video on it. I'll tell you what, we'll go to YouTube and get it on YouTube. That's the quickest way of getting it. So, NASA landing. Let's see if we can get a little clip on here, because I think it'd be interesting for those that missed it. That was 13 hours ago. Where they see, there's the picture, Jared. If I show you the picture. We won't go into it all, but that's a computer simulation of what happened yesterday, and it's a massive step for mankind, Jared. And we won't go into the detail, but I'm going to have a good look at that news. I'm into this. I love to study this planets and what's going on. But that rover is going to bring back some really important information on Mars and what. Because Mars is one of the closest planets to our own, of course. They think there's evidence that at one point, when it was sitting in the right orbit, it was actually potentially full of life, and they think that Mars is one of the planets that we might be able to explore and develop. So it's of great interest to humankind, and I think it's fantastic what science is doing. And as I say, science is going to affect, you might say it's not related to snakes, but what NASA does, like for fishing, we're using the same material to chest weight. It's breathable Gore-Tex. It's called Gore-Tex. It's a breathable fabric that allows us to fish and breathe and not get sweaty.
Wading, yeah?
Wading. And you'll find that NASA's technology will impact on every aspect of our lives, including snake keeping. You might find they'll come up with some new stuff that help us as breeders even. So keep an open mind to what science does. So part 2 is coming right up. Say it's going to be very much healing based. So if you want to watch it, please do. It's going to be a loving message to Angel and all those suffering in Texas and anywhere else in the world. So we'll see you this afternoon. If not, have a great weekend. We'll put out some lovely videos. Thank you for watching. Sending out lots of love from New Forest Morphs.